I think that Victorians perceive the competition as still being a VFL, and it belongs to them, and we're the intruders.
And it's about time they got a kick in the bum?
Well, I think so, and if the West Coast Eagles win the premiership, it will be a kick in the bum.
For us, being West Australians, to do what we did, I don't think a lot of people thought we could do that.
I don't think too many of us really think that Geelong will get beaten.
Those sandgropers might come over here cocky and all, but they'll go home plucked.
That's right. One day an eagle, the next day a feather duster.
We're barracking for Geelong and we're going to win it and we're going to keep it in Victoria.
We're a bloody good side. Had a great coach, great coaching staff, medical staff, the whole lot, the way they put it together. All we had to do is go out and play our best footy, and we did it, you know. In the early 90s, we were very good. We were a good side. Come 91, I played all season, all Australian, all that type of stuff, but we missed out on the glory in the grand final. So I think the year to come was, we're not going to let this happen again. Like, you know, seeing the boys, tears in the eyes and so forth in 91, you know, they were a good side, Hawthorn, and we were the new boys on the block. So we learnt from that, and we said we can't get belted again like that, because our desire was, we're good enough, we just got to finish it off that one more game.
Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for Eagles. You know, they were the best team throughout the year for sure, but they weren't the best team in the final, so they'll learn from that, and they'll probably be the side to beat next year.
We missed out on an opportunity, and I think that made us bigger and better for the year to come. I think we just got harder and harder on the training track, and tactically where we wanted to be as a team, just to get that group success, because, yeah, like, we haven't won one yet, great opportunity to do it. Everyone had to just lift that extra 10-20%, you know.
The Eagles will continue on in their fight for their first flag.
Good afternoon and welcome to Seven Sports coverage. Wherever you might be watching, the ground conditions are perfect. The two teams could not be more ready for this grand final between West Coast and Geelong. The build-up to this game has been tremendous, like it always is an AFL grand final week here in Melbourne.
Walking across the park, there was just like a line of supporters going towards the G. And they were just screaming out, "Matera, you're gone in the first 5." And that just played on my mind as I was walking through the G, you know, and I'm thinking, who's going to take me out?
It'll be interesting to see what Malcolm Blight does about Matera, because he can catch it to pieces. Will he play Trevor Poole there? Will he play Peter Riccardi, the pacey Peter Riccardi on him?
I went to the wing and then Mark Bairstow stood next to me. I said, oh, okay, that's what they're talking about.
So the matchups, very important. Worsfold has Ablett, it seems.
And Bairstow on Matera.
Bairstow's there and he's banging away. The ball was bounced. As soon as I got that first ball in and out and they all came through, I looked around and was like, oh. And then it was it. It's just confidence, and said, right, I'm here to play.
Matera wants an early touch and is going to get it from 52 metres. Matera's long kick in towards goal is across the face. But it's the first score of the day and it goes to the West Coast Eagles. Kicked by the danger man.
If I'm in range, I'm just going to have a go. Like, 'cause that was my motto in footy. If I was confident enough to kick it, and I love kicking them outside 50, I'd just go for it.
And the racehorse Matera, difficult to shut down.
He sets sail behind with a mighty kick. What a goal!
Kicking that first one, I just said, oh, I want another one.
And Matera made a goal out of nothing despite the efforts of Bairstow. But the Cats led by 23 points until Tony Evans bobbed up for 2 goals in a minute midway through the turn. Brownless set up Ablett for the first goal of the third quarter, and the Cats led by 17 points. But it was to be their only goal of the term. The Eagles kicked the next 5, Wilson getting one from nowhere.
Like a cork in the ocean over his head.
There's no way these blokes are going to beat us. Just the way we were playing and how things were panning out, there's no way. All we have to do now is just, confidence-wise, just get the footy, and we know our game plan, and the 20 blokes that were out there just had a job to do, and we did it.
And that man Matera gave the West Australians the lead for the first time since the opening minute with another special. He scorched his wing, and remarkably, the Eagles led by 17 points at the final change. The Will o' the Wisp opened the last quarter with his 5th and clinched the Norm Smith medal for best of field. And the celebration started well before the final siren when the Eagles moved out of reach.
Evans may have the last kick in this grand final. The Eagles are going to win their first flag.
Greatest feeling in AFL footy is to win a premiership, and to win it with some boys that have had it hard for a while, you know. been belted before. Just seeing the older guys, you know, like how it meant for them. They were there at the start, but seeing the elation, that side of things, and then seeing Maney run off the bench, and yeah, you know, Louis and Jacko like a little kid running around with the cup, wouldn't let it go. All the boys, it was just the way we came about getting belted, come through and did that. It's like, what a feeling. Like, it was sensational. The best feeling you can ever have in a footy. I'm glad I didn't go anywhere else. I'm glad I stayed with West Coast. I watch the Eagles all the time, just to see those young boys coming through, but to see the boys winning that premiership a few years ago, for the big fella to kick that goal on the boundary, things like that, it just brings you back. But it's their time too now, you know. They'll have reunions and they can reminisce what they did and so forth, but it's in your blood to watch footy and see your whole team play, and you want them to perform and want them to go well, and you're through and through West Coast Eagles, you know, because they're like a second family. That bond will never change, I don't think, because it's a group of blokes that just went through a lot, you know, and created history. The group, when we get together in one room, it's a time to reflect and you reminisce. It's just like yesterday when you catch up with them. And there's only one bloke missing, and he'd be standing on tables, he would be the centre of attention because he's that type of bloke, you know, and he was a big part of what we went through, and we all missed him, and we'll remember what he did and we talk about it. But that 22 that played in that game, you can't take it away from us.